Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nuris Aqilah and I am a second year architecture student from UTM, and today I'll be presenting my final project for the semester, which is the culture and community building. So before we get into the contents, here I'm showing you the boards that I've submitted. So the site is located at Bandar Huta Putra, which is located in Kulai. This place is usually a destination for the Kulai residents to exercise and spend time with their family. However, there is an issue on this site, which is that even though it provided ample of facilities such as the gym, a wedding pool and a playground for the children, they are not user-friendly. And this concerns for the disabled user as it can draw safety issues. So my idea for this site is to design a user-friendly social center that provides a space for everyone to do active activities such as aerial yoga, ping pong and Zumba. The social center can also be a place for disabled children to play with their peers. The inspiration of this project is to create a shelter-like space which includes a big overhang over the main building to enhance the concept of embracing of all humankind. So the concept I came up with is called the Putra U. Putra, the name derived from the site, and U stands for united. So here are the 4 precedent studies that I've taken influences of. The first one, the window house, which is inspired of the shell structure. The second one is the Cardinal Sator. I was inspired by the louver walls used on the main facade. The third one is the yoga pavilion at Four Seasons Hotel. This one, I studied the spaces used for activities such as yoga. So the last one would be the frame. So this one I studied a bit on how children on wheelchairs usually play with other children, and usually children on wheelchairs would always watch the ceiling. So I've included that into my project. A bit on the site analysis before going into the drawings. So the first one is the sun path. The site's main facade is facing north, making the right side of the site enjoys the morning sun and vice versa. The second one is circulation. The site is placed near a 3-junction path. The first path coming from the wedding pool area. The second one is the entrance, and the third one is from the lake. The third one is the noise analysis. The noise mainly comes from the wedding pool area and the fountain at the lake. And lastly, the wind analysis, where there is strong wind from north and south, and it can create a good cross ventilation. So here is the site plan. As you can, so this gives the ideation where the building that I propose is located. So as you can see, there is it is located at a 3-junction path and also near to a water feature, which is the Tasik itself. And next we'll be going on to the north elevation. So I've decided to take this view because it is the first view and it gives the first impression to the users. It is also the view that has the main entrance. As you can see, the building is surrounded with louvers, and the louvers here might not be dominating, but at other views you can see that the louvers are surrounding the main buildings. So here's the west elevation. As I mentioned earlier, the louvers will be surrounding the main building. There is also where the water line touches the building, and can also see such as windows being used on the roof level so it can capture the sun. Next we'll be looking at the ground floor plan. So the ground floor plan's main area is the Zumba, which is located at the back for ventilation and view purposes. So upon entering, you'll be seeing a cafe which is directly attached to a ping pong playing area. So in between these two spaces there is a glass wall, so the cafe users can watch the ping pong players play. Also services areas such as the M&E and the refuse chamber are located at this floor, so it is easier for the workers to access. And there is a toilet which has a changing room attached to it. So since this is a very active building, so maybe after they finish with their Zumba session and also their aerial yoga session, they can change clothes here. The second floor main area is the aerial yoga area and the kids playroom. So when you turn to the right side, there is where all these fun type of spaces are provided, and while you turn to the left side, there is an administrator office. In a way this kind of creates a sense of privateness for the office users itself, and there's also a private toilet for them to be used. Aerial yoga area which features flying yoga, and then the second one is the lounge, so which is directly attached to the kids playroom. So maybe if the adults want to send their children to play, but also at the same time they want to watch them over, they can hang out at the lounge area. So as you can see, there are many columns at the kids playroom. So this is because I wanted to follow my preceded study, which is the frame. And well, you can see, and as I mentioned before, children on wheelchairs love to watch the ceiling. So this will be further explained later at the perspective view. So here is the section YY to give sense of spatial awareness. So at this view you can see the aerial yoga area, and then the cafe area overlooking the ping pong playing area, the administrator office, and the changing area which is attached to the toilet. The next one is the section XX. Here you can see more on the aerial yoga area, the cafe, the lounge room which is located directly to the kids playroom, the ping pong area, and the Zumba area. Okay, so here is the typical section and also the sectional details. So for this project, we will be using a lot of timber construction. So the building is supported heavily by hardwood timber columns. So since there are toilets where timber is not idealized to be used, there will be concrete walls and also concrete slabs to accommodate that. And so here at the sectional detail, the first one, you can see the ground floor, the flooring is 100% concrete slab, which is supported by a metal deck underneath it, and to bond them there is a metal shear connector. And for the walls that we used, I used timber stud walls. So the walls is supported with a 130mm and 50mm timber studs, and is surrounded by 10mm timber wall panels. Here are the interior perspective that explains on the areas. The first one is the view on the aerial yoga area, and then the second one is the Zumba area. So you can see the man in the wheelchair is dancing, and the third one is the kids playroom. And lastly, here is the exterior perspective. This view is overlooking the at the back, which is facing the Tasik or the lake. So that is all from me. Thank you very much. I look forward to your feedback.